I'm Anne Gaffney, Cook for Your Life, and today I want to talk to you about corn chowder. Now, I happen to love corn, but after a certain point in the summer I really want to do other things with it other than just, I don't know, eat it off the cob. So today we're going to make a really simple corn chowder. Now, there's two ways of doing it. In the recipe, it says that you can do it with fresh corn and use a corn cob to make stock with, or you can do what we're going to do today, which is make it with frozen corn, which I've defrosted because I wanted it to be soft, and just regular chicken stock, now, or vegetable stock. Now, this really couldn't be much easier to make, so we're going to put some potatoes, onion, some tomato, a little bit of my secret ingredient, which is smoked paprika. It's my favorite thing. This will give it a kind of a smoky bacony taste without actually having anything animal in it. And we're going to be cooking with butter. Now, you don't have to make this with butter, you can make it with olive oil. But every so often I like to treat myself, and butter is it. So let's go to the stove. All right, so I'm just going to melt the butter. By the way, if you want to, you can make this completely vegan by using olive oil, and instead of milk you can use soy milk. Okay, so now this is foaming. You can see how that's going. It's kind of just got a little. And put the onion in there. And also the potato. These are Yukon Gold potatoes, which are a great all-round potato. Let me turn this down a little bit. We're just going to cook this until the onions go completely transparent and soften a little bit. It's actually going pretty fast today. I like that. Yeah, now the onions, you can see they're softening. Put a bit of salt to help them go a bit further. This will help pull the moisture out of the vegetables. Right, this is going good now. Right, now these are getting softer. I'm just going to put in, this is smoked paprika, and it really is fantastic spice. If you can smell it now, it's all of a sudden you've got this smoky taste, sort of scent coming off of it, which is really. Now, when you use ground spices like this, it's always a good time to put it in when you have vegetables already in the pot and some oil in the pot, because that way they won't burn. They'll just, cooking will just let their flavor just get a little bit more intense. You know, with the starchiness in the potatoes and the butter, they're already making like a little paste. See? Okay, now I'm going to put in some diced tomato. Tomato is always great for these kinds of things because they just add liquid, actually. And these have been seeded, so I mean, it already looks pretty as far as I'm concerned. Right, now I'm going to put in some water. You can put stock in here if you like. If you make it with, as we were talking about, if you make it with fresh corn, you can actually make a quick stock with the corn cobs. Now, I'm just going to literally let this come to a boil, turn it up a little bit so that it goes there quicker, and cook until the potatoes are soft. And as soon as that happens, I'm going to put the corn in. Okay, it's just starting to come to the boil, so let's do that. Oh, look at that. Okay, so this now has been cooking away. And I'm going to put the corn in. Now this is about 4 cups, 3.5, 4 cups. And each corn cob, by the way, gives you about 3/4 cup of fresh corn, depending on how big they are, of course, but that's the average. So I'm just going to bring that back to the boil, to leave it to cook for another 2 minutes, just enough to cook the corn through. And then I'm going to stir in the milk, because when you're adding milk at the end like this, you don't want it to come to the boil again, otherwise the soup will separate. That's it. Okay. It's ready to serve.